Alright, hello, and welcome to this video. I'm going to be talking about things in the middle of the island, not doing very well at all. And, it's just been so evident what's been happening, especially this past week. Just seeing, the homeless are out of control in Hicksville. Out of control. Where do I even start? Especially going to the South Shore and seeing how things were in Lynbrook and in Rockville Center and Belmore, just doing well, just everybody just living it up, having a grand old time. While in the middle of the island here in Mineola, no one at the restaurants, no one. 5 o'clock, no one there. It's just dead on Mineola Boulevard. There's nobody around except for the homeless, of course. That's all you see here, and then you smell the weed. You walk down the deserted street, and it smells like weed every night. You don't smell that on the South Shore. And it's just all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan as they redline our communities in the middle of the island because of our diversity, while the areas on the South Shore get the best treatment. They just get taken care of with everything. And this next little clip you're going to see here is what I had to deal with yesterday, getting the train in Mineola. And then after that, you're going to see what I had to deal with today, getting the train in Mineola. The kind of activity that's going on at our train station. And no police in sight, of course. It just feels like you're in the middle of the hood, in the urban jungle. And then after that, we will be looking at some clips of what it looks like from the tracks. So as you see there, some guy with a ghetto blaster blasting all kinds of music, profanity, blasting out of his backpack, and then the kids that were just hanging out and sitting with their legs hanging over the edge of the platform as the train approaches. It's ridiculous. It really is. And then you get to see the ugly walls, the sound walls they're putting up all on the tracks, which is what you're going to see next in this clip here as we go along, and you'll see these sound walls that are just some of them are already getting covered in graffiti. What's it going to look like a couple of years from now when this whole thing is it's just going to be nothing but more damn graffiti? It's bad enough I got to look out a brick wall from where I live. Now I got to look at a wall when I ride the train too. So it's just so depressing. It really is. And I just have to rant about it because people just don't understand what we're going through. Situation in Hicksville is just deplorable with the homeless people just hanging out all over the place, not just around the train station, not just at the bus shelters, not just that. No, you'll see here they're also they're sleeping by the Boulder Creek too. It's just the situation in Hicksville is out of control. It continues to get worse. And I see in the news today, Joe Saladino, who's at a rally against hate in Syosset. What a freaking hypocrite when it's his town that's dumping all the problems in diverse communities like Hicksville. How is that acceptable? Come on now. Look at what people in Hicksville have to deal with. How is this acceptable? Meanwhile, it's all nice and clean for those people on the South Shore. I mean, you walk around Babylon, I mean, look at how just great the streets look. I mean, everything is taken care of. It's nice and clean. There's no potholes. There's no trash. Yet when you look at Deer Park, all you see is trash. How is that right? How is that acceptable? Just because, oh, it's Deer Park. It's not a certain demographic that lives there, so we're just going to trash it, right? This is what I find to be absolutely ridiculous, and I'm just furious over it, and I'm going to keep talking about it because it's not acceptable what's happening. And then you have the zombie homes in Hicksville. A lot of them are along Woodbury Road. A lot of them. They're not maintained. They're probably look abandoned. They probably are abandoned, though there might be homeless squatting in them. These are the issues we're dealing with in the middle of the island, and they need attention. We're tired of hearing about the South Shore. The South Shore is doing great. The South Shore is doing great compared to the middle of the island. The pandemic has been, the South Shore is almost back to normal. While in the middle of the island, we are continuing to see closed businesses and no life. And this is not fair, and this is not right. Every part of Long Island needs to matter, not just the South Shore and the North Shore to some extent, too. I mean, the middle of the island gets the worst of it. We get the worst of it because we're diverse, we're more middle class, and we get all the problems dumped. All the homeless people, all the problems coming out of the city. The city is going downhill, and, everybody, this plan is moving along and continuing to move along. It's scary what's happening. It really is. What I have to deal with, the train station, even on the bus. I mean, some really, suspicious people covered in tattoos getting off the bus in Mineola. It's just disturbing. Why? It's not fair that we have to have these problems dumped in our towns time and time again. So I just wanted to show you what I dealt with this week. And like I said, there's no reason for this. Everybody should be taken care of properly. Everybody should be treated with respect. Every community should have investment in their towns. Why can't all the communities be taken care of properly? There's no reason for Mineola to be in the state it is. There's no reason for Hicksville to be in the state it is. We could be great towns to live in forever, but again, it's all because of the corruption, and it's all because of the governor. It's all and his cohorts. His cohorts like Laura Curran, Steve Ballone. He isn't acting alone. Bill de Blasio, who's ruined New York City. It's all part of this plan that they have, again, as I said before. So we have to put a stop to it, and there's no reason for this to happen. So we've got to continue to talk about this. And, yeah, there's intimidation, of course, from a certain demographic. They intimidate. Wall Street is a big problem in this state. It's a big problem. They have way too much power. They corrupt everything. They make sure their own kind get the best of everything. We see that with the Long Island Railroad time and time again. We see this with so many levels of government when everyone should matter, not just a certain demographic, but everybody. Everybody needs to matter. We can't keep being forgotten like this. So I didn't want to make this a long video, just showing you what I dealt with. And we shouldn't have to put up with this in our community. So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching.